Alrighty, let's get after it, guys. We're live. We're on camera for the first time.
Let's go.
You guys can see us.
Let's go.
So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Now you can see what we look like.
From my heart to you.
Thanks, Elon. Yeah. We have, we'll just throw this up there. One little prop. We got Doodle Bob with us, too.
Sick.
That's pretty sweet.
Where's his pencil?
I don't have one. Here's an erasable pen.
That works.
It actually doesn't.
Oh, that's the one I've tried writing with.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, that
It
thing's
doesn't work.
useless.
The pink mic, you guys have heard about the pink mic if you know from a while back. Also, yes, our camera quality does not look great yet, but our lighting's not good at all, so that does not help. The lighting will improve at some point.
I just now noticed also they still can't tell the joke about being live.
Oh,
that is just out of frame.
Yes. We're going to get that situated eventually. Granted, this is the first time, but when that light's off, Kyle always says we're not live because the on-air sign needs to be on.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get this figured out. We're going to look a lot better in the near future, probably by the next episode. Because granted, Kyle doesn't look that great. We look like a 2010 YouTube video.
Yeah, it does. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Looking at this, it feels like the OG YouTube videos.
It doesn't look great, but it's gonna get better. So don't worry. But yeah, let's jump into this. We have dinner plans tonight, so it's gonna be a quicker one for our inaugural video episode. Where do you want to start?
I guess we could start with the oldest first. Joey Bosa signs a 1-year, $12.6 million deal with the Buffalo Bills.
He does.
I did not see that coming.
I did not see the Bills either. The Bills I did not see.
The Bills and also a 1-year deal. At that point, I would have said the Bears should have signed him. If I would have known it would have been a 1-year, $12.6 million.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get like a fat contract somewhere, but...
I mean, obviously we talked about before is like his health.
Yeah.
And his mental stability is a come in question a few times because the guy's nuts.
I want that. I want dogs on my team.
I mean, I agree, but you can't have cancers in the locker room. We've seen that with Brandon Marshall.
True. I don't know if he's a cancer, though. I've never heard anything like...
He fought Robbie Gould.
I'm talking about Joey Bosa.
Oh.
Yeah, not Brandon. No, Brandon Marshall was a cancer, yeah.
No, I mean, I saw just like two things. Again, I don't know how true they are. You have to take everything with a grain of salt on the internet. But that he was like kind of a head case.
I believe it.
And would kind of cause problems. Again, don't know 100% sure, but
yeah,
you really don't know. What I do know is that Matt Eberflus really liked Jack Sanborn. Because Jack Sanborn was signed by the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, he was?
Yes.
Damn,
yes,
dude.
He was. He got a 1-year deal. So, yeah. He is... Dude, it's honestly crazy. So, Matt Eberflus and Dave Borgonzi, I think the name is. They're both obviously coaches on the Cowboys. In 3 years, Jack Sanborn has 164 tackles, 14 of those for a loss. And that's pretty solid, dude. Honestly, it's like a role player. I mean, he's not like a stutter, like a star or anything.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Also, I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers because I know we talked about that and everything that's going to happen. So the Jets are eating $49 million in dead money by releasing him.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
He signed a 3-year deal with them when he went to the Jets.
They're still taking a cap hit for him.
Mm-hmm.
$21 million.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about this last episode. CJ Mosley got cut. Released.
We did not talk about that. No.
Yeah, you're right. I guess because that happened yesterday. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
You want to go back to the Cowboys?
Yeah.
They let DeMarcus Lawrence walk.
Yeah, did you see that whole interaction? With him and Micah Parsons?
The two tweets back and forth?
Yeah.
I didn't see like a whole thing. I just seen like a clip, a screenshot of, I don't know which one started it because they're not.
It was Micah Parsons.
They're not time stamped.
Because this video came out by a page and it says, it's an interview of DeMarcus Lawrence. It says, Dallas is my home, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. Micah Parsons quote posts it saying, this is what rejection and envy look like. This some clown shit. And just so you guys can see now.
Oh, actually, yeah, dude.
Focus. It looks like it's not going to. That's a yikes. That's actually a yikes. We're going to try to get this. Anyways.
That's close enough.
Yeah, you get the gist. You get the gist. Now the camera's got to refocus. We look even worse now. But, yeah, that's bad. Okay, there we go. It's focused. So Micah Parsons says that. Then DeMarcus Lawrence says, calling me a clown won't change the fact that I told the truth. Maybe if he spent less time tweeting and more time winning, I wouldn't have left. And post the purple devil horns emoji. Again, once the lighting is fixed, this thing will focus way better. We're going to get that fixed.
Yeah.
Amazon gift cards I got for my birthday. I will buy ring lights or whatever we need to get this situated for our loyal fans.
Yeah. So
Lovely
DeMarcus
loyal
Lawrence
fans.
is headed to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes.
So I guess he doesn't care too much about winning
No.
himself.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if he got. I don't think he got traded. I think he got released.
I think it was more of like, yeah, he like left type thing.
Yeah. So I don't understand. I don't know.
And
Maybe
then-
he didn't get a choice in the Seattle thing, but that's
Potentially. I mean, shout out to Seattle, too. Obviously, it was a really big deal to see what number Sam Darnold would wear. He's wearing number 14.
yeah. I don't know why that was like such a
It's just like they had like a whole video, like a release video.
stupid ass video of like
Yeah.
the 15-second pause on the number 1 with like the flashing thing
Really
waiting for it
stupid.
to. Yeah. It was
Really
like,
stupid. Justin Fields is wearing number 7 on the Jets, if anyone cares about that.
Hey, new look, new me, right?
Heard that. 49ers making big moves. They signed Mac Jones to a 2-year deal.
Yeah. I seen
$7
that.
million.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I mean, they need a backup.
He's not much of one.
No, but he's at least started in the league. I mean,
Yeah.
and he's cheap as hell.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's depth. I'll give him that. So here's another thing that's pretty funny. Talking about coming back home, because we talked about Myles Garrett before. Mason Rudolph
Oh, yeah.
goes back
Yep.
to the Steelers.
Aaron Rodgers is not going to the Steelers. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
Mason
still
Rudolph's
sticking by it,
starting
dude.
job.
I don't think he's getting a starter position.
Definitely
Nothing
not.
has happened with Russ yet, but that leads me to believe more so that
talked to the Browns yesterday.
yeah,
Aaron Rodgers might be going to New York. I'm just going to say that.
I still don't think it's
Schefter
happening.
was saying that all of like the talks and everything were like, I mean, granted,
Yeah.
whatever, I could have a good talk with anyone, but
They've been saying that, but then I did finally see, and what they keep bringing up is how they're like, the Vikings have shown no interest. And I seen a post the other day that said, the rumor mill said that the Vikings had just had a conversation with Aaron Rodgers and started talking with him. I'm like, I was waiting for that to come out. There's no way.
I haven't seen anything about that. So
It could have been an ML football type post.
It could have been.
But who knows? Like I said,
But
it's
again,
just the
I'll just
rumor
take
mill.
your word because I haven't seen anything of the sort. So
And
I
I'm
just trust.
going to double dip on the homecomings. Mike Williams re-signed with the Chargers again.
I saw that. Yeah.
Back to the Chargers he goes.
Yes, he did. And staying in L.A., the Rams released Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, it's official. I think they got the hint about the fact that no one was going to trade for him, and instead of waiting until the season came around, they just did it now. So, kind of made sense on their part.
I mean, everything was saying that if they couldn't get a deal done, they were just going to release him. They couldn't justify paying a $32 million wide receiver, $30 million, but then they go and do the same thing with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Make it make sense? It doesn't.
I don't know,
But
but
remember to look at the camera because we have that tonight.
he had a really good run in L.A., though. 634 total receptions.
Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, Cooper
Yeah, okay.
Kupp.
I'm going to say, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
You won a Triple Crown.
7,776 yards, 57 touchdowns, Super Bowl MVP, NFL Offensive Player of the Year in 2021, most yards by a wide receiver in a season, 1,965.
No, he did not break Calvin Johnson's record.
Well, that's just Adam Schefter's post. I'm not the one looking the facts up. Just reading this.
I'm pretty sure he was like short.
I would think so too. I thought that was weird too, but
I'm going to look this up because I'm pretty sure.
in most catches...
Is that a real Adam Schefter page or is that one of those fake ones?
No, it's a real one.
Okay.
And then most catches by a receiver in a single postseason, 33. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Calvin
about
Johnson, 1,964.
Cooper Kupp beat him by a yard,
Did he?
1965.
Cooper Kupp came close with 1947.
Where did he get this from then?
I don't know.
Interesting. I wish I could go back. I could probably dig through his. Maybe he's got 5,000 tweets in the last 2 days, so I'm doubted.
You could
but
search it. You could search it.
That is true. Because I want to read.
We don't dead name around here. They're posts.
I want to read the comments.
Yeah,
somebody has to have said that for sure. They're probably blowing his ass up.
100%. Yeah, number one, even on ESPN's page, number one, Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, it's really weird that.
I was gonna say because I thought Cooper Kupp didn't break it. I mean, I was like, yeah, I could be wrong. I could have been wrong. I was saying, but no, Calvin Johnson still holds the record.
Yeah, because they were talking. Yeah, because they were talking about that this year with
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase when he was getting up there.
Yep.
Speaking of Jamar Chase, they're working on a deal with him.
Him
Finally,
and T. Higgins.
Yeah.
So they might. Apparently, though, Jamar Chase is looking at like $41.5 to $42 million a year. Apparently, as promised by the Cincinnati's front office, that they promised that they would make him the highest paid non-QB. Interesting enough.
Sorry, I'm just reading this now, trying to look for.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Even though.
Okay. Calvin Johnson has the record for most receiving yards, but Cooper Kupp has the most yards from scrimmage. 1,965 by a wide receiver, also, not a running back, because obviously Saquon.
Yeah. And that
other
other guy that holds the record, whatever his name is.
Yeah, and the other 9 people or 8 people who've rushed for 2,000 yards.
Speaking of that, real quick, I just want to touch on something. I saw something of like. It was a list of running backs that have like the amount of money they made.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was gonna be this.
No, so Adrian Peterson made like $102 million throughout his career, like career earnings.
Yeah,
and obviously now we know that Adrian Peterson has no money. Like to the point where he like was selling things. He sold his MVP trophy.
Yeah, was it you that I was showing that video of him? No, it was AJ and Justin, I think.
Of him gambling?
No, of him on the news. There's a newscaster like doing a report on just like the outside of I don't know if it's outside the stadium. It might be like outside the stadium or something. They're talking about like crime in the area.
Oh,
and
yes.
He's in like a tank. Like
I've seen
Adrian
that video.
Peterson's just like in a tank top, and the guy's like, "So, have you heard anything about what's going on about here? There's a carjacking," and he's like, "Some guy carjacked him," and he's like, "Yeah, and blah blah. Like I'm not the one to mess with." And this guy talks to him for like, he does like a full 1.5 minute, 2.5 minute interview, and then he's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Adrian Peterson." He's like, "Wait, you're the Adrian Peterson?" He's like, "Yeah." Like that's crazy, dude.
That
How do you not know?
I forgot where I'd seen that video because I know it is an older video.
Oh yeah, it's pretty.
It's pretty old. I want to say I seen it like on the Ray William Johnson show or something, but I know that's not true. But it was like a show like that because of the fact that it was like they're obviously clowning this guy for not knowing or not noticing that it was Adrian Peterson.
Yeah. In running back news, going to touch on pretty much all of them here just to give you guys the rundown, and there's going to be some new ones in there.
Sure thing.
Najee Harris to the Chargers. We knew that.
Yep.
Aaron Jones re-signed with the Vikings. We're good there. Javonte Williams to the Cowboys. We knew that.
Yep.
Rico Dowdle just signed with the Panthers.
He did.
Good for them. A.J. Dillon signed with the Eagles.
Yep.
I think that's a pretty badass 1-2 combo between him and Saquon. I mean, you got like both like Quadzilla and Quadzilla Jr.
Yeah, that was actually just like a crazy post though. When I'd seen that, they're like Quad City is now Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, that's just like it's kind of sus.
Kenneth Gainwell went to the Steelers.
I saw that.
Eli Mitchell went to the Chiefs. We talked about that.
Yep.
Samaje Perine back to the Bengals after getting denied by Patrick Mahomes on the sideline during the Super Bowl. Khalil Herbert signed with the Colts.
I did see that.
Ty Johnson back with the Bills again, and Jeremy McNichols with the Commanders.
And Kareem Hunt back to the Chiefs on a 1-year deal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
Also, sticking on the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is going to give up the number 15 to give it to Gardner Minshew.
No, he's not.
I know. It's a joke.
Yeah, I'm like, there is no fucking way. Where did you read that?
Yeah.
ML football alert. We need to get like a button that anytime one of us says like a crazy fucking thing that's
Yeah.
like an ML football thing, it's like an alarm or
It's
something.
like, don't worry, guys. It's not true. It's ML football. Or Dov Kleiman. Or, honestly, even NFL rumors now. Again, can't trust
Yes.
that guy either now.
And there was another one that I seen the other day, too, that I wanted to fucking... I was going to tag you in it just so we could both remember it, but...
Yeah, just call him an absolute clown.
Yeah.
But, let's see.
In other Chiefs news, they signed Joshua Uche, the linebacker who used to be on the Patriots and then went to the Eagles last year. He was a free agent. Yeah, so he's replacing Josh Sweat and Brandon Graham. Not too bad, honestly. That's a pretty big move. He's solid.
Evan Ingram signs with the Broncos.
Yeah, that is massive. That's really like huge.
Yeah.
I was like, when I seen that, I'm like, dude, the Broncos are actually like...
They're loading up.
They're
loading up.
So I want to do this probably... I don't know, I'm thinking... I'm going to probably wait till after the draft, so I'm going to try not to give away all of my takes.
Okay.
But I think after the draft, I want to do like a full-on prediction of like what teams are going to do what. Because like as of right now, I'll just give this one out. I think the Broncos are going to win that division.
There's a chance.
I don't think the Chiefs are going to win it this year.
There's a chance.
There is a chance.
There's a chance. There's always a chance.
Bro, the Broncos are getting set. They need a running back. That's what they need.
They should have never let Javonte Williams go.
Yeah. I don't know
3
what
yards
they're
a
gonna
game
do.
god.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do without him.
The Vikings, though, are another team who've been loading up. They signed Javon Hargrave to a $30 million deal.
That's massive, too. Also massive.
And also massive in the sense that the 49ers are just losing every single body. That the 49ers are not going to be the 49ers of recent history.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I still think we're kind of probably, that was one of the other ones I wanted to, was like my prediction, was what we basically touched on last episode. They're going to be like a middle of the road, like probably make the playoffs somehow, get bounced in the first round if they do.
Yes.
Type team. I don't see them having. Yeah.
All right. ML football alert. This is an ML football alert.
Uh-oh.
ML football. The 10 best NFL coaches. Currently, I would assume. This is 1 through 10. Going down the list.
Andy Reid.
Nope.
Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, so let me tell the list. Number 1, Nick Sirianni. Number 2, Sean McVay. Number 3, Kevin O'Connell. Number 4, Andy Reid. 5, Jim Harbaugh. 6, Matt LaFleur. 7, Sean Payton. 8, Dan Campbell. 9, Sean McDermott, the Al-Qaeda sympathizer. Just saying. Also, if you guys see me looking over here, too, it's because I have a second monitor, and this is where I have the full screen, so I'm looking at it. Number 8, I think, is the worst one, just because of the fact that how can you... You'll understand when I say it. Number 10, Mike Vrabel.
That's like a 5th grader made that list. It doesn't make sense. How the fuck can Andy Reid be 4?
I don't know.
That makes 0 sense.
I don't know.
Like, what are we talking about? It's like,
Also,
oh my god.
if anyone's interested in buying a Marvin Harrison Jr. jersey, finally, they are now for sale on the Cardinals website, which is basically just NFL Shop, which is just Fanatics.
I don't want to give Fanatics any more money than I already have. I hate that company with a passion.
You don't like that the owner can't throw a baseball?
I hated them before that, but that helped
made it worse.
Seal their fate for me.
Made it worse.
I absolutely hate Fanatics with a passion.
Yeah, I mean, just like did you see the new MLB hats?
Yeah.
Dude, I need to get like the TV hooked up too. So
I was thinking that too. Is like we could put
that
shit
would
on
be
the
smart.
TV.
So I could show you guys the hats.
Yeah.
But I don't want to try to change the focus until we have the lighting situated. But anyways, yeah, the hats are bad. There were some really, really bad ones. The A's,
like bad words.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the A's, dude. The A's were ass. That was it. Like,
And they are ass.
they are.
They did that on purpose.
There was another one.
Texas was tetas, which means tits in Spanish.
Yes.
And there was another one. The Astros was the Ashos.
Yeah.
Yes. Those were the 3 like bad ones. Bad words.
Whoa, dude,
they all
pulling
look.
up Google Chrome kind of fixed our lighting a little bit.
Hey, look at that. They're all terrible though.
No, they were bad.
It is
Actually, the White
literally-
Sox one didn't look bad.
They all look like fucking shit.
Also, that's another thing. The White Sox are getting new City Connect jerseys by Nike. That's another thing. They're one of 8 teams getting new City Connect jerseys.
Can
I think
Nike just make all the jerseys?
They really
And
should.
uniforms, because that'd be great. So we don't have guys.
I'm leaving that. It looks good.
Yeah, so we don't have guys like sweating through their shirts and like being able to see their tits and their nipples, and like guys not ripping their pants sliding into fucking base, and
then they're like hats.
the hats being crooked,
Yeah.
the symbols on the hats being crooked, and then also not being able to see their bits and pieces through their pants. That would be great.
Oh god, that really did it actually.
Oh yes, Google saving the day. Speaking of monopolies.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. That might be too bright. We'll just turn that down like that. That's good. We kind of, shorten it. Oh, my goodness. I wish I had merchandise to show you guys. I don't. Unfortunate. I wish I had merchandise to show you guys. Because that'd be great.
Oh yeah.
You should check out the link tree, though. I will say that. Check out the link tree. Because we have a merchandise shop on there. So if you're interested, and then if you buy a t-shirt, we can get our lighting fixed. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
So then we look better. We look professional instead of like chumps. But it's okay. It's our first time doing this. I mean, our first episode wasn't great. Our first episode was not that great at all. It was just kind of everywhere.
Our first episode?
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of like, the audio wasn't great, like, because of the microphone we had, too.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's, like, so much going on. I'm like, dude, like, we got to figure out a better way.
It was still
and
fire,
the fact
though.
that we had, like, both. It was basically the same setup we're having now is what we had. We had the microphone right here.
Yeah.
And we had to, like, lean in like this and talk. Granted, I probably sounded horrible there because I was far away from my mic. That's because this is dynamic and pink. Again, if you're an OG, you've heard about the pink mic. Kyle's got the normal black one.
Yeah. And I will never switch back.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to get into. I'm sure there's stuff going on. I think I had a few baseball things.
Well, we forgot one running back. Raheem Mostert signed a 1-year deal with the Raiders. And
dude,
you already mentioned Gardner Minshew going to the Chiefs.
Yes. So the Raiders are now Super Bowl bound.
Oh. Former Pro Bowl guard Kevin Zeitler signed a 1-year deal with the Tennessee Titans.
That's
Boy,
huge.
the Lions losing a big offensive line piece right there. That stinks.
It's not great.
And the former Packers center, Josh Myers, signed a deal for 1 year, $3.5 million with the Jets. So that's a pretty solid move on their end. I like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for football, other than NFL notifications, which
I think that's one of them that might be a rage bait account.
that was the one that I was thinking of because I did screenshot it. They posted a picture of the Killer Bees. For anybody who's not familiar with the Killer Bees,
That would be me. I don't know who that is.
Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown,
Oh.
Ben Roethlisberger.
They called him that?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It posted a picture with the 3 of them in it, and it says, no allegations, no scandals, no drama,
yeah.
just some dang good football. And I immediately lost my shit.
I
I
mean,
was
obviously
ready to
it's a-
start commenting.
It's a joke, obviously.
Well, that's why I opened the comments before I decided to post, and I was like, okay, everybody's just like laughing in the clown and be like, dude, this is working so well. People are so pissed. I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
got me, dude.
They got you, dude. They got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got you. That's what they wanted.
Oh, and this is really big news. This is really, really big news, actually.
Massive news.
Yeah, this is big. The Bills signed defensive end Michael Hoyt from the Rams, and they signed defensive tackle Larry Ogunjobi from the Steelers. They both just got a notice for a PED, and they're getting a
Nice.
6-game suspension to start the 2025 season.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so they'll be with the team through training camp, and then they're going to be away from the team for 4 weeks.
God forbid men have hobbies.
Yeah, that's a bummer,
Also,
dude.
like, so PEDs is kind of something that obviously you see players like come out and be like, dude, like I'm not juicing. Because some of them like do get injured and then they take something and whatever doctor they went to was a bozo and
Well, it's a very loose term.
Yeah.
Like, performance-enhancing drug is an absolutely broad spectrum
Yeah.
of things that,
Yeah.
like, you're not...
It could be a lot of things.
Yeah, like, if you're taking testosterone, sure, that might be performance-enhancing, but not everybody's taking it to get jacked. Like, you're not... Just because you're taking testosterone doesn't mean you're taking fucking gear.
Yeah.
You know? There's a lot of peptides and all that type of shit that they consider PEDs. It's stupid.
It's all relative.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what they actually took, but either way, sucks for the Bills to lose those two for 6 games to start the year because those are pretty big pieces to get.
Yeah, you could still go 12-6 though.
Yeah, you can, and get bounced in the playoffs by the Chiefs still somehow.
Maybe, yeah.
It'll be the most expensive bounce ever for Josh Allen. Well, I guess for the Bills, not for him. He'll be happy. He'll still be making the bag. Quick on the NBA, shout out, congratulations, Steph Curry hit his 4,000th career three-pointer last night. Holy shit, that's insane. Second place, I forget who it was.
Steph Curry ruined the league. Cannot change my mind.
Yeah, not by choice.
It's just because
it's not his fault. He's the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because of the fact that now everyone thinks that they could just shoot threes nonstop and have like a 36% rate, success rate, and just ruining the the league is ruined. The Chiefs re-signed Bailey Zapp to a 1-year deal. I just saw that, so I just had to shout that out real quick. Sorry to get off the NBA.
No, that's good. That was the only thing I had. I just thought it was nuts. Like second place in threes, it might be James Harden. And whoever was in second, they had 3,125. Like it is so far off. It's an astronomical difference.
You know what I was thinking? Actually, just saying that too. If you look at like NBA like leaderboards and all like that, like historical things, a lot of them are like current players that are still playing.
Yeah,
which is kind of crazy to think that like how much like actual great talent, historical talents in the NBA right now.
That combined with also, I would say, like training and body shit. That these guys are playing longer careers than guys before. And the lack of defense.
Yes, that.
When you look at it's all scoring stats basically. So
that's my argument with LeBron. I'm like, most of his stats are based off of the longevity he's played.
They absolutely are. Yeah.
So like people are like, well, dude, like, when we get the GOAT debate, I'm like, well, like half of his stats are truly just because he's played so long.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
granted, I'm not saying he's not one of the greatest of all time.
He's played at an extremely high level, though, for his entire career.
Yeah,
I mean, he is still, like, right now.
I'm not taking that away from him.
Yeah.
If there's any LeBron fans, argue with the wall, Michael Jordan's a GOAT. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, to me, that's pretty much how it is. But
argue with the wall.
I've heard Pat McAfee say it, and I think I agree. If LeBron played in the Jordan era, I think he'd still be arguably just as dominant. Like he'd be because, like, sure he flops. I know he flops and all that shit now.
Oh my god, I need to talk about that. I'll let you finish, but we need. Thank you for reminding me of that. I should have saved that video.
Yeah. Now he flops around a lot now, but it's just like people now. Like people are way more sensitive now than they were back in the 80s and 90s. That's just how we
weren't alive.
That's just how the world works. People change. They change with the times. So, if the refs are going to call more fouls and let guys play like bitches, LeBron's going to take advantage of it. But I think if he was playing back then, he probably wouldn't be flopping as much because the refs didn't. No one gave a shit about that. Guys were getting elbowed, kicked in the nuts. It didn't matter. Guys were actually getting hit in the face. Unlike nowadays, where some people like to pretend they got hit in the face and take a dive and then look like a fool in front of tens of millions of people, which is what I believe you're referring to.
Yeah, LeBron James.
Yeah.
Was it Jason Tatum?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish I could pull the video up. I was watching this, and I was baffled. I was baffled.
Yeah, it's not the first time he's done it.
No, he does it like pretty consistently, but it was just like, dude, that's a tough look, and that's why people are not watching the NBA because of things like that.
I actually seen a tweet contradicting that the other day, and I was curious.
Then what is causing the lack of viewership?
Not curious enough to look it up. but I kind of probably should have. Some guy tweeted, whether this is true or not, I don't know, that he
Posted.
said, don't tell me ever again that the NBA isn't the biggest sport in the world, because worldwide, he claimed, allegedly, the Lakers-Celtics game, I think this was about a week ago or so, had 1 billion viewers.
I mean, I definitely believe, the NBA is huge outside of the U.S. because if you play basketball, that's like your end goal.
Yeah.
Is to make it to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
But in the States, it's obviously not that big
No, here it is not.
because, I don't know.
The NFL is king.
100%, I think the NFL, and numbers don't lie, the math will tell you that the NFL is king. Especially when you, baseball, it's kind of, I would say, third. Nah, I don't know. I feel like people are going to more baseball games than NBA games. But viewership-wise, I would say the MLB is pretty low.
It is.
Actually, I don't know.
It is. I think it's third.
Through
it's
like regular
third.
season. Post-season baseball is pretty big.
Yeah, postseason baseball is very big.
But
Baseball's coming around again, though. It's
it
kind of
is.
picking back up.
But I understand why people can't stand watching it on TV.
Yes, but now with the pitch clock really changed everything. Like, instead of watching a 3.5 hour game on TV, now it's like 2.5 hours. Like, it literally cut like an hour off of like
But
almost
people
every
are
game.
just more upset the lack of action.
Yeah, I mean,
you can get some really just dud games. You can get like a 1-0 finish. It's just like a combined 5 hits. It's
a casual person would not enjoy that. No, that's to me no different than watching obviously a 6-3 football game is not ideal either.
No,
but I also don't hate them all because depending on like Bears Seahawks, we know how that ended. That was a piece of shit. That wasn't good defense. That was just terrible gameplay across the board. Both teams absolutely sucked. But most times a game ends like that, it's because there's outstanding defense being played. And same shit in baseball.
If people don't like pitching duels, that's why it's boring.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, for the casual fan, yeah, they're not going to like that shit. But
Granted, you're not going to get many pitching duels watching the White Sox play baseball.
No, you will not. You never know, though. This is the type of team that does. Some guy's going to throw a no-hitter. Some guy you've never fucking heard of is going to throw a no-hitter this year for the Sox.
100%. Shout out real quick, though, speaking of the Sox. Lance Lynn has been in talks of coming back to Chicago, but on the Cubs.
Ooh, sweet.
He's been talking to the Cubs.
Did he put on another 50 pounds?
Hopefully. You don't need to be skinny to be a pitcher.
No, you don't, obviously.
You don't need to be skinny to be a good baseball player.
No, you don't. I mean, you look at David Ortiz, you look at Bartolo Colon as a pitcher. I mean,
look
Jesus.
At Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera, yeah.
I mean, he got pretty big towards the end. I mean, he started off skinny, and then got pretty big. Because I'm not going to say
Rowdy Tellez, a current player.
Yes.
He's pretty fat, but he mashes the ball.
Daniel Vogelbach.
Yeah, Vogelbach, dude. He is
Danny Burgess,
the slowest dude ever. I mean, he might have still been faster than Paul Konerko rounding the bases,
dude. That made me think. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're skinny. Like Yasmani Grandal was painfully I'm going based off the show. I'm being like the video game. The show
speed was like 8.
It was 0. It was literally 0. Paul Konerko had like 10 speed. I mean, and the thresholds are like 30, 50, and then 89, because anything between that range is like the same. It doesn't matter if it's like, oh, he's got 91 speed. It's like, yeah, well, he capped out at 89. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I think unless it's 99, then it's like significantly faster. But either way, sorry, I keep shaking that. I forget we have a camera. I'll have a tripod eventually at some point too. But yeah, no, it's don't need to be skinny to be good at baseball. That's what I was ultimately getting at. I'm trying to think of anything other big news in baseball. There really hasn't been anything major. Granted, spring training's coming around. Baseball news, we might be having a baseball-themed interview coming up soon. Potentially, maybe. If the cards are still in play for that.
Yeah, they should be.
So that'll be cool. That'll be really cool, actually. Yeah, honestly though, dude, I'm kind of like it was a slow news week, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't have much.
The,
I mean,
the first wave was the biggest.
yeah, like when free
splash.
agency first happened, granted, it's always going to be that way.
Yeah.
Ever since then, it's been kind of just like, now it's kind of just like dudes that you really don't hear of. Oh, the Bears signed, can't remember his first name, but Zacchaeus from
Olamide Zacchaeus from
Yes.
the Eagles, wide receiver.
from the Commanders.
Oh, he was. Oh, that's right. He did go to the Commanders after the Eagles. That's right.
Yep. He's on the Bears now.
I don't hate that as a depth piece. He's actually not.
No, I
Like,
mean,
not
hopefully
terrible.
we use Tyler Scott more. Let's just use Tyler Scott. How difficult is that to do? Again, how difficult to stop shaking this camera? Apparently very. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Damn, I really wish I could remember what.
The Bears are 5 years in a row now, off-season champs. 5 years. Remember that? Remember that.
As always, man, there was a take that Dan Orlovsky had on Pat McAfee show that I was like furiously yelling about. I listen to podcasts at work all day. That's like all I ever listen to.
You guys should be too, and you should be listening to the Kindizer podcast.
Yes.
Or watching, now on YouTube.
Yeah, check it out. Get paid to watch our podcast. That'd be awesome.
It would be.
I cannot remember what the hell he was talking about, but I don't often talk to myself out loud, at least about what I'm listening to. This one had me cooking for about 5 minutes straight, where everything he was saying, I'm like, you are talking out of your ass. I'm like, I was just going on and on. I'm like, this is crazy. And it's like, I'm racking my brain right now trying to think of what the hell he was mentioning, and I cannot think of it.
Dan Orlovsky, known bozo.
Yeah, he has
Known
some
bozo.
Yeah, he has some clown takes for sure that I don't agree with, but he's a really knowledgeable guy, and I don't hate
Oh
most
my
of his
God.
stuff. Cooper Kupp signed with
The Seahawks.
Whoa.
4 minutes ago.
Holy, you guys just got your first live update
First live
on camera.
update. We gotta figure out this focus. We'll
Look
figure
at
it
that.
out. Breaking news, though.
Whoa, dude.
Breaking
Okay,
news.
the
Refocus,
Seahawks.
Refocus.
Hey, Seahawks got a team all of a sudden.
The Seahawks, yeah. I mean, they're all.
That's literally what they
Can
were
you
missing.
refocus now, dude? Now it's gonna be stupid.
Focus.
Whatever. Figure it out. Just need to stop. I just need to get it on the TV so this we don't have this problem.
Yeah.
Try to just bring it back to focus. Put my hand up so it'll focus on the hand.
Dude, are we just doing a gang sign?
What?
We can't do that.
What are you talking about? There we go.
Nice.
Anyways.
Whoa, that's actually seriously, that's massive. Like that was seriously the biggest thing that they were missing. Because other than that, it was just JSN up there. But now with JSN and Cooper Kupp and Kenneth Walker and Sam Darnold,
I don't
lot
buy
younger
into
than-
hype anymore, dude.
I'm not hyped, but I'm just saying that does make me. And now, hey, Dexter Lawrence or DeMarcus Lawrence. Sorry, I did this earlier in the year too. I got the
Dude.
two confused.
All I'm hearing right now is a bunch of old heads and JSN.
I hear a bunch of experienced guys in JSN.
That's one way to look at it. That is the optimistic way to look at it.
I like to look at things. Well,
The glass half full. Unless
No,
you're
I'm-
talking about anything.
I
then
am-
it's glass half empty.
yeah, I'm absolutely not a glass half full type of guy, but I don't want to. I don't know. That's a good move for them.
I'll
I'm-
agree. That is a major though. First live video, or not live, but first recorded episode,
Yeah,
and first live action breaking news.
that's crazy, dude.
That is pretty huge.
Cooper Kupp to the Seahawks.
Is that a divisional rival?
Yes,
It is.
that's kind of shocking, actually.
I mean, the Rams have no say in it. They're, they released him. He wasn't on the team anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that the Seahawks kind of do that to stick it to the Rams as well. Like,
Yeah.
have fun. You're gonna have to play him now twice a year, even though they're probably gonna lock his ass down
Yeah,
because Sean
100%.
McVay knows what he's doing.
They'll put him
and-
on the clamps. Did you see Sean
Yeah.
McVay squatting?
No.
The video? It was really random, but yeah. No, but 100%. That's
And
Now
Chris
twice-
Shula, boy, he's got that defense buzzing.
yeah. We're going to see like a video of like or a bunch of graphics. Cooper Kupp returns to LA. Revenge game.
Yeah,
And he's going to like put up like 54 yards and like 5 catches.
Yeah, pretty much.
got his revenge. Like Baker when he went to Carolina, and he's like, I forgot what he said. He said, "I'm going to beat the shit out of him" or something like that.
Yeah, something along
About
those
the
lines.
Browns, and then they got smoked.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you forgot you played for the Carolina Panthers, dude.
Yikes. The Carolina Panthers, their stock is up right now.
Yeah.
Based off of recent moves.
Hey, like I said, that to me, that division is up in the air. I don't think any team in that division is significantly better than the other. Panthers probably still the worst team.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like Falcons, didn't really do anything crazy.
It really just depends on their like QB situation.
The Bucks, I would say, have the best. The Bucks are, to me, would be my slight favorite to win that division again.
Yeah, I mean,
but
re-signing Chris Godwin, getting him back if he can still play at the level he was at, that's obviously huge.
Yeah,
massive.
Yeah, they definitely probably have the best all-around team, but the Falcons they should be pretty good. I would love to see Michael Penix starting for the Falcons this year.
I think that would be in their best interest.
I do too. I do not think letting Kirk Cousins stand back there like the statue of David.
I mean, if he stays, I don't know. You know, who knows what happens to Kirk Cousins? He could get traded somewhere.
Who the fuck's picking that contract up?
The Giants, maybe they're just tired of being clowned for not spending money.
That's the move. Aaron Rodgers goes to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins goes to the Giants. Because that's another one that people were entertaining for a moment, was Kirk Cousins. Could he get re-signed by the Vikings and they bring it back together? And it's like, yeah,
I'm honestly going to put
that.
my money that the Vikings are rolling with JJ this year. That's what they're going to do. I think they're locked in on him.
I think that's more than likely the case.
Yeah.
But I do think that they got to be. There's no way they cannot be considering getting fucking Rodgers in there.
I mean, yeah, for the memes, it'd be awesome.
That was the take. That was the fucking take that Dan Orlovsky was talking about. Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. That's what he was talking about. I can't remember who he compared it to, but he was talking. He's like, they brought up about Aaron Rodgers maybe going to the Vikings, and he's like, no, it doesn't make any sense for the Vikings at all. You're gonna pay him to come in there. You're not talking about a veteran. You're talking about Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest passers to ever play the game. He comes with a lot. You don't want him down there with J.J. McCarthy. And I'm like, what the fuck are you... Did you hear what you just said and how little sense that makes? You're talking about, so you have one of the greatest, arguably top 3 greatest quarterbacks of all time to ever throw a ball, one of the most accurate quarterbacks, hands down one of the best, and you don't want him there for 1 year. You think it would be a bad thing for J.J. McCarthy to learn from him because he comes with a lot. He doesn't come with shit. The media covers him and makes him look like shit all the time. It's just like right now, like the dude's going to be 41. He still needs to decide if he wants to play football or not. He's taking his fucking time, as he did 2 years ago before he went to the Jets, and everyone was just wondering.
We went to the stupid, like the retreat and all that stuff.
But like, he did that on his own. He didn't come out and tweet, I'm going to this retreat, I'm going to do this. Well, like, people found out and they talk about it. And it's just like right now. They're like, how long is he going to make everyone wait? Is it going to be a month? Is it going to be 2 weeks? Is it going to be this? It's like, bro, just shut up. Like, he's not doing anything on purpose. He's fucking thinking about his shit. And then, who was it? TMZ snapped that picture of him walking on the beach at his house. And they're like, Aaron Rodgers contemplating if he's going to play football or not. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's thought about that. But, like, he's a human being. He's probably just thinking about a lot of shit. He's just walking, Yeah. It's crazy that they shit out. But when Orlovsky just like kept going on that point, and I'm like, that literally makes the least amount of sense possible.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a better way to word that if you're trying to make a point of like why they wouldn't. Like if you want to say that it wouldn't be good for them to sign him, I think there's definitely a better way to go about that than saying.
To say it would be a hindrance to J.J. McCarthy is absurd.
It's a little stupid.
It's absolutely absurd. Really and I wish I could remember the quarterback that he said would be a better fit down there than Aaron Rodgers. And it was, I'm not.
The guy's a bozo.
It was something ridiculous. So
the guy's a clown.
He is a clown.
He's a clown. But I got nothing else.
No.
If I'm being honest. And,
that's about it.
Sorry, guys. I know this was but I did say this was going to be a quick one. Unfortunately, we got dinner plans. But I'm very excited. Just the fact that we're going to have our first recorded video episode.
Yeah.
It's pretty huge. Obviously, next time it'll be better. It'll be more structured. then you guys will be actually be able to see Tony P at some point too. Get him in on here. He'll be like our, just sticking on the Pat McAfee show, like our AJ Hawk, where he just calls in the man on the screen. So that'd be pretty cool.
It's funny, Tony, if you're listening, now you know what I look like. I can't wait to see what you look like, because we have not fucking seen each other, and I've like listened to him, and I'm like, I just want to know what this guy's face looks like. The same way you guys probably wonder. Now this is the ugly mugs you've been missing out on.
Yes,
that's what we've been talking so highly about. Hope you're excited about it.
You guys should be very excited. So excited that you follow on X at KindizerPod for any business inquiries. I'm gonna start saying this. Business inquiries. If you want to work with us or hate mail, you can email us kindizerpod@gmail.com. And don't forget to like, follow, share. And if you're on YouTube now, subscribe. And as always, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.